Welcome. Happy 11/11 portal. Powerful magic we have going on. Powerful opening, powerful releasing. So many things are arriving and flowing through. We are having things being brought up to see them fully, to say, yes, I acknowledge you. Yes, I see you. Now it's time to take action. Dance through. So today I have been guided to talk about vulture magic. So the medicine and the power, the symbolism of vulture, this beautiful magic that is offering to you, that's offering you healing, perception, perspective, harmony, and awakening. Hi, thank you for joining. I love it when people write in the chat room. I'd love for you to write in the chat room if you have anything coming up. Also, if you haven't, please click the bell, please subscribe, please click like. That way you can be sure to be notified if you're wanting to know when this information comes in. So, and quickly I'm going to talk about some events that are happening, some new events, and then I'll move into the vulture magic, right? So on November 18th, that is a Thursday, there's a Venusian initiation that Alice Heath and I will be guiding, facilitating. That's 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. UK time. On November 25th, I will be facilitating a sacred movement circle, earth, right? It's going to be a very earthy, rooting our healing of the earth, bringing the Shakti, rising the Shakti always, connecting with that Mother Earth and that planting of light. And that will be the 25th of November, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yay. So that's 7 p.m. UK time. So those are the events upcoming this month. And I would love for you to join if you feel the call. Now let's go into vulture magic. So vulture is bringing us that purification, the death and rebirth. But vulture brings, and their death time of death, which is releasing, right? And in other countries, vulture is called condor. So I want to clarify that, the condor and the vulture. And I felt so blessed to see one circling above in this sacred space when I was in Peru, this condor, and it was coming fairly low, which is very rare over there. And the condor and vulture, what they're bringing with death and rebirth, is the death is an incubation period, right? It's an incubation period of 3 months. So the number 3, right? And so we have that 3-month period of making sure that the death is falling away, that we are releasing everything that we need, that everything is being peeled away, that we are looking at the shadows, we are seeing what's coming up, and that we are really healing them and moving through them, alchemizing them, releasing them for that 3-month period, and then the rebirth begins, okay? But know that death and rebirth are connected, right? As things are dying off, rebirthing is happening because that's a process of rebirth, right? So our old cells at night, they brush off, they fall away to be rewoven, and the other cells can rebirth, right? So we have new creating themselves. So condor and vulture, they bring this 3-month incubation. So think about 3 months ago where you were, and think about this time right now, this new moon, and 3 months from now. Okay, that whole releasing of, and then where will that time be of rebirth? Okay, so also with this, the vulture brings new vision. And so you're in a pattern or an opening, this portal, especially today, 1111. Powerful number, right? And added together, it's a 4, which is connected to Venus, the heart center, the cosmic heart. Okay, so moving through this time with love, non-judgment of self. And it's bringing this new vision, and I'll connect that for you in a moment. Okay, but new vision for yourself, the ability to see amazing things. So not only visually see amazing things, but seeing what you're manifesting. What melody are you singing? What vibration are you holding? Because right now, today, this is what we will begin seeing manifesting so quickly. Okay? And so if it's just one simple thing that you can hang on to and hold that vibration of joy, hold that vibration and sing it, not even hold it, but breathe it out and sing it and move in it, then there it is. That's what's needed, right? Yes. So, Lionsgate, 3 months ago, pow, right? So we had a rebirth. And now what are we getting ready to go through in a new rebirth 3 months from now? So in the chat room, I just wanted to comment on that. But not only the new vision of what we're manifesting and what we're seeing, new vision psychically, becoming clearer, becoming more tuned and honed, everything being pearlized, right? What does that mean? That means working on, that means peeling away, smoothing out. So things are becoming, that smoothing out of that crystal clear for us. So new vision. Also, in your dreams, you might be seeing new vision. You might be receiving new ways of dreaming. You might be dreaming for other people. You might be dreaming, connecting to someone's higher self. There might be all kinds of new ways that you're dreaming. All right, so vision with that as well. Now, what the vulture does is doesn't use power to move, to fly, right? It uses the wind currents, okay? Yes, the vulture can help with negative headspace, and that's where I'm going to go with this. So the vulture doesn't use power or force to fly, to soar. Okay, and this is important. The vulture uses the earth energies, the currents of the wind, uses the elements, uses all of those wind currents to lift it. Thermals, thank you. I was looking for the word. I was like, what is the word I'm thinking of? Thank you, chat. It helps me out. Thank you, Alice. Thermals. To lift, and they just open their wings and spread. And so what are our thermals? Working with the earth energy, working with our breath, right? Working with the element of air, new beginnings, singing, breath, intoning, also vibration. Working with the angelic realm to help lift us, our highest self to help lift us, our heart to help lift us. And all we do is just spread our wings, okay? Using your breath to breathe, making sure you're not holding your breath, using any kind of breathing techniques, and spread your wings, right? Spread your wings. And so what they see, they can also see where the thermals are. They can sense them, but they can see them. And it's like they're telling us, and this is the magic they're sharing, is for you to sense and see the auric fields, yours and other people's, and the earth's auric fields, using your auric vision, right? Yes, and you can really see this, the aura fields of the trees, the plants, the animals. Theirs are, I think, sometimes easier to see than humans, right? And you can see of a place, of a mountain. And so using that field of seeing tells you what's going on and the sense of what's going on in the world around you, and how you can tap into that, right? And send that medicine and that love in those fields. Also, the energies that emanate from us, right? Our auric field. So thinking about what energy, practicing seeing your auric field, getting in touch with colors, what color you feel like wearing, what color you feel like vibrating with, right? Because colors really shift vibration, right? There's color therapy all over the world, and that's why we're attracted to certain colors, because we need not only that medicine from that color and that magic, but the lesson of the color, and also we need to lift our vibration to that color. Okay, and so this is what Vulture is bringing. Now, Vultures prevent the spread of dis-ease, right? And nice, and the spread of dis-ease. So they help keep the balance and cleanliness of the environment. We can do that as well. So, for example, if you see trash, pick it up, right? If you see someone kind of with an attitude or behaving, junkily, that's a word I'm going to use, lower resonating, denser energy, then uplift yourself, open your heart, hold on to that melody of joy or whatever you've decided that you're intending to vibrate today. Okay? Feel the thermals uplift you. Call on the angelic beings, call on your highest self. I am living love, right? To spread your wings and allow that resonance to reach that person. So clean that up. Help clean that up, right? Send love down into the earth when you're standing there. If you see people behaving, even if you're in an office building, you can send love into the earth, and everybody's standing on the earth, so that vibrates upwardly to them as well. But they prevent dis-ease, and they do this by eating rotting things, right? I'll just say it like that. I won't get into too much detail, but I'll say that they do that. And what they're helping is they're helping the animals that don't have the resistance to dis-ease, right? They're taking that away. They're harmonizing it. They're alchemizing it by ingesting it and turning it in, because they can handle it. Their intestine, their digestive system can handle it. So if you feel like you can handle digesting something and intake it, and alchemize it, and then send out that love, right? For those who may not have the resistance to that dis-ease, because maybe their heart's not as open, maybe they don't have the perspective of love or the perspective of faith and trust, knowingness. Oh, we all wobble sometimes, right? Maybe they don't have that perspective, and so maybe you can help them alchemize it. You can help them feel it, and you can help them remove that, right? By sending love, opening your heart, sending them love, sending them unconditional love. Vultures also help with confidence. They help with the restoration of harmony. And the Pueblo Indians were very much saw vulture as sacred. Most cultures that I know of do see vulture as very sacred, or a condor, okay? Their feathers are used in rituals and ceremonies, with the Pueblo Indians in particular, but also other cultures like Egyptian, which I'll talk about in a moment. But they see the vulture as a return to self, okay? Restoring the harmony within oneself, and therefore restoring the harmony in the earth, in the world, in the environment. Because I heard this term, I've heard it for a long time, but I heard it recently, soiling one's nest, okay? There are certain birds that don't really do that. Animals don't really do that. And so our nest is earth. We are the guardians. We are the custodians and more, but we are here in relationship with her. And so we want to restore the harmony within ourselves so we can restore it to the earth, right? Now, vultures are very grounding and again help us with confidence. And this is what vulture is bringing you, this magic. So in Greek folk and story and truth, Mot, the goddess, the aspect of divine feminine, Mot, she is the holder and balancer of truth. And in one of her scales is a vulture's feather. Harmony, restoration of harmony, of truth, of trust, of removal of dis-ease. And in the other is your heart, right? And so they see Mot as mother. They see Vulture as mother, as a mother symbol, and truth. So the Vulture is bringing truth, and the mother aspect, right? Because remember, they take care of their young, and there's an incubation period of 3 months. And so we have maiden, mother, crone in those 3 months. And then you also have the male aspects as well, the divine masculine. But the truth, the mother aspect, and also the Greeks believed, so I'm jumping back to Greeks, that Vulture represented heaven and earth, spiritual and matter, spirit and matter, heaven and earth. You know, this balance between the two. So then we look at the Egyptian with Mot, and we have the balancing of the heart and of the harmonization, the removal of disease, the confidence, the spreading of one's wings. Okay. So a Syrian belief system, there was an embodiment between the falcon and its solar aspects, right? So the falcon is a solar symbol, and its aspects of the feline night. So feline is in the night, falcon is solar aspect, and so they saw Vulture as the balance of masculine, feminine, the union of that. And when Vulture wakes in the morning, and it's, people are fascinated by this that study birds, but they actually face the rising sun. They spread their wings, and their wings act like panels, like solar panels that intake and collect the solar energy, the solar key codes, the solar light, right? Within their wings, within their feathers. And this reminds me of Isis, who also has the vulture as a symbol, and who has the solar disk as well, and is a mother. So if that connects with you and you feel connected to that, think about that as well. So they open to the morning, and do you know what the sun does? Is it disinfects. I was just sharing this with my son earlier, is how the sun cleanses and disinfects anything, right? It cleans, disinfects, and the vulture stands in the sun for this as well. Disinfecting, cleansing, awakening, bringing in the solar on the crown because they don't have the feathers there on their heads, bringing it in the crown, bringing it in their solar panels, the wings. And so we have that crown on our head, and then we have the sun right here, right? Solar plexus, solar plexus. And they are the guardians of the mysteries of death and rebirth. So Vulture also brings you, it's time to act instead of talking about acting. Time to perform instead of talking about performing. It's time to move. It's time to make the action. Okay? So cleansing and receiving your solar light, collecting your solar light, making sure you get out and do that as well. So I invite you this week to do that for the rest of the week, next week, and to spread your wings. Open your arms in this beautiful, here, I'll open my arm this way. Oh, I don't know if you can see it, but open your arms to the side like wings. Feel it. Feel your back expand first. Open your back space and feel your arms spreading like wings behind you. Feel the power that comes from that, right? Because you have wings as well. And spread those wings, feel them collecting that solar power. And the last thing that I want to share about Vulture is not only collecting that solar intake here and bringing it here, opening your heart, because when we spread our wings, our heart space opens as well. Our face lifts to the sun. When we open our heart, our back immediately has this spreading feeling. Our crown is elongated. So everything opens up, right? Even the back of the neck is elongated. It's not crunched. It doesn't, the vertebrae doesn't crunch. It elongates in the back when we lift up, right? So we're lifting to the sun when we spread our wings. So it's time for you to soar. It's time for you to spread your wings and soar. So Vulture brings the message, this last message of there's a higher purpose at work. Your highest self knows exactly what needs to be done, what actions to take. Trust. Okay? Your guides, trust your heart. So if you're feeling that dense energy, any of those heavy energies, any negative spaces, right now with the chat, I'm going to switch technologies next week because your chat comes up and then only for a little bit. But I wanted to see a little bit what was going on with that density. So yeah, if you feel like you want to send me a message right now before I say adieu for right now, then please do. I would love to see anything that comes up. And I'd love for you to post comments, questions. I would like to know, here's my question for you. What animals have you seen? What energies have you been feeling? But post in the comments below what you've been sensing and what animals that you've been seeing, what animal magic has been coming to you. And I will definitely talk about some of those. But I would love to hear from you. So yeah, what animals have you been encountering their magic? Oh, pheasants. Great. Yeah. Let's we'll talk about pheasants. That's interesting. So I'm going to pull a card to complete, but know that you're moving past this. And spiders, bats, so many, I love it. That you're moving past, you're in this place of still washing away, especially right now, this portal. But know that right now, at this moment in time, this day, and I feel like tomorrow as well, is that because we have a 4 today, then a 5 tomorrow, so 11/11 today, power is that opening of manifestation, your thoughts. Hold one vibration of thought, allow it to swim off, to sing off, to dance off. Hold that you want to see blossom and weave for you into your reality, okay? Because it will. Your thoughts are lightning. They really are. So, oh nice, here we have, we were just talking about the sun and the solar, right? So illumination, divine masculine, growth, cleansing, light codes, empowering, I am, uplifting, igniting. Ooh, and something else that I just heard from the star beings and the angelic realms. Vulture is also known as I'm just listening, a golden cleanser. Yes, a golden cleanser. A golden cleanser, right? That makes me think of Christolite, of the sun, right? Which to me is very white sometimes. It's that very bright, bright, bright gold. And so think about that. Think about what golden cleanser or purifier is. Golden purifier. And maybe inhale and exhale that. Breathe that in. golden purifier, right? And so again, bring that golden purifier through if you're in a denser energy or around denser people. Okay, bringing that golden purifier through. Whatever that looks like to you. Maybe it looks like a golden pyramid. Maybe it looks like golden light showering all over the situation, all over people, all over you. All over you, more importantly, so then you can send it out to others, right? And they receive it when and as they need to for their highest good. Ground it into Pachamama, even if you're standing in an office space or at the grocery store or walking on the sidewalk or wherever you may be, because remember, you seed light wherever you stand, wherever you are. Thank you for joining me. So much love to you, so much light. I'd love to hear your comments below, what animals have been arriving, what magic you've been receiving, and also dream time. What does that look like to you lately? So much love. And I hope that you will join me on November 18th for the Venusian event. I would love to see you there. And Monday, Awakening Monday with me on my Instagram Live, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much. So many blessings to you. Have a lovely, blessed weekend.